Hi Cancer, how you doing? Right, I really do apologise. I'm so sorry for this, but I've got so many projects going on at the moment you would not believe, and I'm trying to keep up with so many different things. And I've been sitting here for the past 5-10 minutes talking to myself, and it wasn't even recording. So I really do apologise. But your reading seems extremely good at the moment. Okay, so I do not want to touch the cards. The clarifying cards that had clarified these, I've turned them over, and I'll show you them in a second. But we'll go over what you was drawn. Okay, now please don't go off timelines, because timelines will change, but basically this is from now, which is the 13th, until the end of the month, okay, till the end of November, okay. But this is Sun, Moon or Rising, and it can be mirror flip, vice versa, you or them, okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, it doesn't matter, okay. But the overall energy was the 5 of Pentacles, feeling out the cold. So you could have left someone in the cold, or they could have done, okay. But this is a 5, so it's something that, it's not a real bad energy, the 5 of Pentacles. It's basically starting anew. It's moving forward in a direction for yourselves. You know, sometimes we realise about karma of how long that we actually want to feel, you know, kind of lost a little bit, because it can be a purgatory card, and it can mean karma as well. You know, it's just a cycle that we play in lives, and that you've probably experienced an ending coming up to November, but you're now walking towards the sun, because we've got the sun here, and I do apologise for my light, okay, but you're finding the light of day, definitely, because that's the overall energy, but everything else here at the moment is really good. So you're walking from out of the cold and feeling victorious, okay. I'm sorry if it's mirror flipped, but it's basically walking this way, okay guys, but you're feeling victorious. So you've experienced an ending, but you're feeling victorious coming into, it's like November it's happened, October it's happened, but you're feeling victorious, and you're walking towards an Empress, okay. Now this can mean a masculine or feminine kind of quality. It doesn't matter what meat suit that it's in. As the energy, it's someone that is, it's like the Emperor, okay. Now the Emperor, he is the alpha male, basically, right, and he rules kingdoms, but he is very wise and influential, and he runs many different kind of projects, and he overlooks kings and queens and the deck, you know, because he's very wise, and he's open for justice. He's open for karmic justice, but he's open because he's so wise and creative that he is the masculine version of the Empress, right? But the Empress is also the feminine quality that can be within you too, okay? Because a lot of star signs now, Pisces especially, Pisces, they have, it's like, it is my star sign, but they're kind of taking on the Emperor kind of quality, because they have Jupiter in Sagittarius within the Pisces collective sign, but within my birth chart is Aries in Jupiter, okay. But this is like someone that's really caring and nurturing, and can be fertile or pregnant, but it can be like a motherly quality to the Emperor, because the Emperor and the Empress, they can do things differently, like separately. It's a bit like Prince Charles and Lady Diana. I don't know if you know much about those, but it's a bit like those, you know, they had their separate qualities, and they did things apart, you know, they did part in the end. But as you know, as we look into being now, it's someone that can be fertile, but because I say pregnancy, there's children in the sun, you see, this can mean children too. So some of you could be pregnant, or realise that you were pregnant, or that you are. It doesn't mean that you are, or someone is, but it can just mean fertile and ready to start a new fresh beginning, because you have karmic justice between those two. So it could be a Libra, okay. It could be a pregnancy from a Libra, or you're interested in looking at a Libra. The Empress quality, the feminine quality, is looking towards karmic justice. I mean, it doesn't have to be a Libra. It can just mean that you've found you're found yourself and you're becoming more balanced in November, okay, because you have the sun and you're really finding the light of day, prosperity, okay, and you're heading in a new direction. You're can be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, kind of sun, moon or rising, but you're passionately going towards that way because it's kind of heading towards the sun and the light of day, and you're feeling like you're not stuck so much anymore, that you're not really holding on to feelings or emotions, you know, because there's nothing really bad. I haven't clarified that card yet. That can mean holding on to your money or your finances or thoughts or feelings and feeling a bit defensive, but we'll see what clarifies that. But that is below the Empress. Excuse me. So, you know, you could be the masculine. You see, that could be masculine too. You could be balancing out and finding justice between your own feminine quality and your own masculine quality. Have done and will do during the rest of November, through November, because that can talk of the masculine quality, okay? But then you have the Ace of Cups, which is a fantastic opportunity of love, or it's an opportunity card, but it can mean self-love too. But I talk about a lot of these on my channel, so I don't want to batter your head in Cancer through this one, okay? But through my channel, we're looking through light ascension and dark ascension and working through dark energies, okay? And which one's pink? Light ascension, so please check them out, okay? And then it's like a star is born, a star seed, okay? It's a new opportunity. You could realise that you've, another star sign of this, but a star is born. You could have gone to see a star is born at the pictures, or you could realise about a star or someone that's famous, or that you're famous yourself, you know, because this is kind of Aquarius to me, you know, can be in sun, moon, rising or Venus in Aquarius because of the star, you know, but it's a seed of intention that we plant as manifesting. We start to manifest through a seed of intention, and then we push it out as light through what we manifest from the sun. Because we don't manifest from the moon sign of ourselves. That's why positivity and firm affirmation of what I do on my channel, and why it's so important. So please check them out, because I do things on the camera too. A lot of motivational stuff. The Emperor kind of quality, okay? But it's a seed of intention of manifesting from the sun, from your sun sign, okay? But it doesn't matter sun, moon and rising, but someone is, or you are, or you're learning about that, okay? Or you could be interested in someone that's famous, or you're famous, okay? Now, so I clarified the Empress by the Hangman. So this is Pisces, but this is wisdom. This is not feeling stuck anymore, because the Five of Pentacles was here, and you're now victorious and feeling that it's like self-worth, you know, this card. It's like feeling victorious and going in a new direction now, and finding your own worth and your own value of people and what they really offer us as a feminine or masculine kind of energy. Finding your own, or someone's helping you do that or something. But this is Pisces, so you could be watching this and I'm telling you about it, or you could be interested in a Pisces that has an Empress quality or an Emperor quality. It doesn't matter, because they've not really come up. But you know, if the Empress is near, the Emperor is somewhere within the readings that I've done, within where they are or within the deck, okay? But this is someone that's balanced within their feminine and masculine quality, because you have both. Because Pisces have done a lot of release over the past few years, and especially what we have happening with Jupiter. You know, I don't know if I did say, but I have Jupiter in Aries, but Pisces as a collective have Jupiter in Sagittarius. Okay, so we are taking back strength, you know, a lot now, Pisces. So Pisces talk about the feminine, dark and light of themselves. They're very masculine, but also very feminine, caring and nurturing. because that can be caring and nurturing. So you could be interested in a Pisces, okay, or a water sign, but that does represent Pisces, and this does represent the feminine, watery side of emotion to me, the Empress, because Lady Diana, King Charles, Lady Diana was very caring and giving, and she give it to many people within charity work, and she had organisations. So if you look at kind of, I have to put myself as an example, but you know, I do loads of different things that you can find the link in the description. You know, there's Becoming the Change, which talks about feminine, masculine, and the cycle of perpetuation of what a woman would do, like birth and rebirth, becoming the change, but rebirth to a new of from feminine to masculine. Okay, so you could find Becoming the Change and other private links that I do, and shitloads, Cancer. You won't believe that the things that I'm trying to keep up with at the moment. Okay, but it could be that you find this and that you want to join, and I really hope that you do. Okay, but we'll clarify that again soon. But Justice was clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Magician. So what did I say a minute ago? The Page of Pentacles is manifesting anew, and a star is born, and manifesting from the Sun, which is the Magician, of the seed of intention that it takes within the coin that is actually represented on this desk here. It's the mastermind, there's someone that has full control of their feelings, their emotions, their mental thought. It has the yin and yang sign, which one's pink, Cancer? Which is your 8th chakra, which is the higher mind. It's all of us, it's your higher mind. Okay, you have to think expansively and think outside the box and be extremely creative to be an emperor or an empress. You have to be expansive, and fear cannot play a part in your lives because it's not real, because you can't see fear. It's just something that we were bred into as children when we feared the monster under the bed, or society, how it's brought us up through protocol of life and just stuff that we take in and we absorb into our subconscious memory of how we learn through cycles of being one. Okay, so if we look at what I say about dark and light, one was all of us, God, and he split himself into billions of pieces, and it was the great sacrifice, and it will relate to One of These Days by Pink Floyd, Light Ascension, Dark Work, or Light Ascension, of one as he sacrificed Lucifer, and he fell through, was a fallen angel, and hit the ground running from responsibility of a number 6. 6 and 1 is 7. My life path number is 7, and it's the great manifester. Okay, basically. Sorry, Cancer, I hope I'm not boring you. I'm trying to keep these quick. Okay, but 30 minutes. But it's it's a new direction of love, because of karma, karmic justice. So someone's now realizing their karma now, and they've released a lot of their karma. Could be a Pisces. Okay, released a lot of their karma now, and they're ready, and they've found karmic justice in someone new, and it could be a water sign, or a water sign's interested in you, and you're now manifesting the new, and you've now found the sun in someone. It can mean Leo, but not really, because it's major arcana, so it's like prosperity, it's feminine and masculine, it's everything is the sun. The sun brings in reward from Jupiter. Jupiter will bring in rewards. It depends, definitely for Pisces, because they work well with Jupiter too. It depends on what's in your chart, like mine, which is Aries, okay, which is the emperor, but the internal emperor. So please check out Becoming the Change and other things I've got, because I do poetry and stuff too, which is over there, and a lot of esoteric spirit writing. But finding the light of day now and not feeling stuck, and having opportunity of that can mean fertile pregnancy, or wanting children, or someone that's really good with children, or works with children, or you do, or you have children, and you're now finding a feminine to your masculine, or a masculine to your feminine. Because now the sun brings in, and clarified by Cancer, the actual sign of Cancer. So it can mean that you're interested in a Cancer, as you are being a Cancer, or sun, moon, or rising Cancer, or a driver, life path number 7, and I am actually taxi driver, okay? So it might be that you found 7 and you're now being guided by one, okay? Or that you drive children, or someone that you know does, or that you drive, or that your children have just passed their test, or you have, maybe, okay? But that is like a great combination of the sun and that, because that's just absolute, because that means dark and light ascension, that means yin and yang, that means soulmate energy, twin flame. And you did have but you did have the 6 of Cups at the bottom here before, okay? When I was shuffling, you had the 6 of Cups, so it was soulmate energy. Sorry, because I've got mixed up with my camera and crap, it's just doing my nutting. And I'm checking that it's recording still. But manifesting anew, and that can mean soulmate energy, because you also have the infinity sign, which is your which is all of us, okay, all of us, which is wisdom, soul growth, 1, okay, that was talking about God, okay, 1, we all represent 1, but that is represented by a water sign, can mean Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. So you could be involved with another water sign, or interested in another water sign, okay? Or you have a water sign child, okay? But that's also represented by the Wheel of Fortune, basement jacks. That played out in another reading, so please watch them, because it's kind of, they're different, and I've flipped out on other readings, so I do apologise, but that's having Aries and trying to balance myself out and pull myself together. This is the Sanskrit word for wheel, okay, which is dark and light ascension, okay, which is your base chakra of what we firmly have our foot in the ground of, where we manifest from, and being grounded and stable. Everything has to be stable from your base chakra, and your base chakra is a Sanskrit word for the wheel, which is the Wheel of Fortune, which is also Vedic astrology, or just, you know, you have like your north and south node, and your MC and your IC, your MC, your Midheaven, your immune call, and your north and south karmic walk, that we walk and create our own destiny. So stability, yes, thank you, Spirit. Finding stability now, someone's guiding you or you're guiding them, you're finding stability, and you're now steering your own direction of where you should be going now, and that you're finding the light of day, or someone showing you that, and it's bringing in prosperity altogether. So that's like destiny. That's destiny. That's destined, fated events through growing through so much trauma and being out in the cold, that you're now found karmic justice and finding everyone's kind of alignment, true alignment. So please look up working through evil, dark energies, other things that I have, Sagittarius, weird science. I'm trying to look at my my YouTube page at the moment, guys, but there's a lot of things that you can follow on there, okay? And it's different on one camera as well, so, but I will clarify that again in a moment, because that's the Wheel of Fortune. But the Ace of Cups was clarified, I think it was the Ace of Cups, yeah, that was clarified, sorry, I can't remember if it was the Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, but it was clarified by the Two of Cups, which is soulmate energy again, which is confession, something to do with God, or because that is like the mirror that stands between yourself, your two, it's yourself that tells you yourself. You know, when you experience karma, you know, love is an eternal feeling, and it was created by God, because he split in sacrifice, the great sacrifice, split himself into everything, created everything, time, history, it created literally everything, metaphysics. But we meet each other and new soulmates at actual face value. We confront each other through which one's pink. Which one's pink is Gemini and Aquarius, because they both represent being emotionally now where you meet yourself at face value, because Aquarius talks about the card being the star is born, okay, is the fact that you are now stripped down of karma and you present your present self of who you really are to the world, of Adam and Eve and Lilith and Cain and Abel, okay, in the prime numbers or prime colours. I don't want to batter your head in, but that's what I do on my channel as well, or will do as well, more of. But we meet new soulmates at face value because we find a feminine and masculine version within ourselves that represents the same reflection of your feminine masculine version of yourself. And you can do day-to-day things separately, but you find yourself. You confess out and you purge out your old karma. And why I do firm affirmation on camera, and why it's so important of a mirror reflection of what I do on a camera. Not now because I've got this, but it's so important, firm affirmation. Positive of what you reflect to yourself, of what you tell yourself each morning, of how you manifest from the sun, of what you tell yourself during the day, of why it's so important, of what other people do to motivate you, because you find that through motivation and clarity, of where you find your true self. Which one's pink, Cancer? Okay, which one's pink? So that is, I'm really trying to think what one I clarified that with. The Ace of Cups. It was the Ace of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got 8 of Wands. Okay, so now this means communication, like talking, speaking, public speaking, CEO, which means an emperor as well, CEO, because that doesn't mean that you have to be CEO like majorly corporation, but you can be. But as an empress or an emperor, you can be work for a CEO or a company, okay? Communication company, to do with communication, okay? But this also can mean divine source, because nobody fired it and it doesn't land anywhere. So it's an open-ended channel of communication. So we communicate with the world to manifest, because when we confess out our sins to the universe, and they realise that we've done so much good work, okay, Cancer, I do apologise for the lighting system, but when we purge out our old emotions and old fears of past life, you know, I'm also a medium and a spirit channeler, so, you know, if you're from America, I do apologise, but I did pick up on a devastating shooting in Melbourne and America, and it is on my channel that you can see that was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I do apologise for that if you're involved in that. Doesn't seem so, but I've still got to say it for people in different countries. But this is an open source of divine source of your 8th chakra, of what you tell yourself, Cancer. It's very important of what you tell yourself. You know, never listen to me, always listen to yourself. Don't believe in me, believe in yourselves, Cancer, because it's the most important thing that you can ever do. You know, you can listen to me, or I hope you do, in order to motivate you, in order to find true direction in life. Now, you know, that's what that means. You know, we have spiritual leaders in life that have divine source of communication that can guide you in the right direction. All right, Cancer, of realising that love is only an eternal feeling. Right, when you have eternal love, it's seen by others truly for your masculine and your feminine quality of yourself. Okay, so through that process you find karmic justice, and you can walk in a new direction now in order to manifest. So this can be you or someone around you, okay, or both of you, or but there's goodness. There's just goodness here at the moment. There's just absolutely nothing bad, Cancer. You know, nothing. It's just great. You know, that can mean energetic. Talking to a soulmate energetically, it can be that. Energetically tapping into a soulmate, of when you're psychic, when you can realise that you're psychic, and that you start to communicate with the universe, with universal energy, because we are all energy, because we were all just God. Basically, it was just one mass universal energy, of where Lucifer does most of the work. I don't want to talk about Lucifer because he's not showing his face here at all, but I do go over that with him, working through evil and dark energies, and why Lucifer does most of the work, because it's the restriction of codependent behaviours, codependency, an addiction, and a quality that we all have to break free, to have a rebirth, to move forward. It's reflection of 10-year cycle of what we all do as celestial human beings, okay? But that is divine source or actual communication with someone that you really care about, or that you love, or that a new love interest, or children, or anybody, or something that you do as a job, or anything. But because it was under the deck of clarifying that, it can mean communicating with a new soulmate, or whoever's in your life. Okay, any interest that's in your life, basically. Okay, because I know a lot of people do go over the soulmate kind of thing. A lot of people don't know about it or don't believe in it. I'm psychic, but I can't. I don't know my audience at the moment. This is only my 5th reading, so please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, guys. But wow, what a reading so far. Please, can you clarify the six of Wands, the 6 of Wands, Spirit? Please clarify, why is Cancer feeling, or someone feeling, victorious? 6 of Wands. Please clarify the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Stop. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Cards don't lie, I don't lie. You know. What do you know, Cancer? Divine source of what I was talking about. My spirit guides. Well done, Steve. Okay, and I do hope that you can do that, Cancer. I really do hope that you can congratulate yourselves through such good work, because this is good work. This is fucking great work. So well done, and please give yourself a pat on the back and say well done for the work that you've done to bring yourself out in the cold, because now you've got, hold on, I'll go over your numbers at the end. So you've got 14 there, okay, which is also 5, maybe Leo, something to do with Leo, maybe, but no, I'm not picking up that. So, but we'll go over some numbers in a bit. Okay, Cancer, but that's communicating. So you've been communicating with someone, but it's been at the start of November, because this is residual energy of what you experienced through October, and that you're now feeling victorious, and you've now starting to open up more. You're starting to now open up. You're starting to realise about emotional stability and who you really are at face value. So this could just mean you and feeling really positive and really good in a certain direction. But you could have guidance, because Pisces does talk about guidance, and very intellectual, very intelligent, very spiritual, because it's the higher mind of the enlightened mind, Intuition, that's what it means, intuition. And it's a 12. Okay, 12. And then, which is 3, which is Gemini. Yeah, it could be Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart, or they could. I do have a Gemini Moon. So that's probably, thank you, Spirit. So that's why I was saying, why I was pointing at the head and enlightenment, and then just realised that was 12. And then Gemini is the 3rd astrological sign. Okay, so it could just mean that you found this and that you're just now getting guidance, maybe. But at the bottom of the deck, you do have the King of Wands. The King of Wands. So this is played out. This is played out through readings, man. Sagittarius, I think. So you could have Sagittarius in your chart, or be interested in a Sagittarius, or either way. Okay, but communicating with a Pisces or an Empress kind of quality, masculine and feminine. So wow, what a reading, Cancer. What on earth have you guys been up to? What have you guys been up to? So let's have a look at the 4 of Pentacles. So it could just mean the masculine quality of yourself now, that you're holding on to something. So wow. Wow, so someone's helping you cut through the truth of you see, the Ace of Swords talks about precision and precise, and is an extremely spiritual card, this one. It's an opportunity of someone guiding you towards spirituality, or that you've just found yourself that you're now realizing that you're very spiritual, or that you can be, or that a star is born, or that you are a star seed and that you can be a light worker, or you are, because this is light. This is all light ascension here, like loads of light ascension. So this is the sword that cuts away the truth of karma and the darkness. You know, it cuts away people or energies that we don't want. So please watch Dark working through evil dark energies, of how you'd say back the fuck off. You know, because I'm not feeling bad energy, but this is the sword that cut away Lucifer, cut Lucifer away, and sent him below, manifest below. This is why I said base chakra, of how we find groundedness and stability through growing things fresh from the dark, where Lucifer lies below. He was sent below by Archangel Michael. This is Michael's sword that cuts away the truth of the dark to find it within themselves. Archangel Michael is extremely spiritual and actually one of my guides. You know, that I do love very much. Yeah. Thank you. Sorry. But that is the sword of truth. So you could be listening to a truth speaker, a truth seeker, or you are one, or someone that's spiritually guiding you towards finding light and prosperity, and that's very feminine and masculine. Okay? And you're passionately going in that direction, or someone is, or you're going both towards the same direction. It's just like, it seems like you're just meeting the right person. You're meeting the right person. You could have been so you have the Five of Cups, but this is not bad to me, because this is the past of emotions that are fixed and lost. But the Two of Cups is behind you. It also represents Pisces and Virgo, because the same impickment of the, I normally swear at people and say, what do you think you are, fucking Batman? But that's the same wisdom as what that card has there. Okay, the enlightenment around the head and the wisdom of Virgo. And also Pisces. Virgo and Pisces are the opposite ends of the scale of oil and earth, the oil quality, but the watery quality of wisdom of both, because they're opposite ends of the scale. So it depends on what's in charts and stuff like that, either. But basically, generally, it means that you was experiencing in that, and now you're turning around and finding more stability through someone helping you to turn around to experience true love. And what that really means, or reflection of something that's painful and that's hidden within you, that can be painful, emotion and things, and someone's guiding you, because the Two of Cups means divine source and divine guidance, and you have that through communication. So someone's helping you find yourself, or you're finding yourself through divine source of the Two of Cups there, that are the Two of Cups there. Okay, so that's the Four of Cups basically. Okay, but we won't go too far, but that's good, just good. So we don't really need to look at the Five and the overall energy, because it's we'll take a look. What was the Five of Pentacles, or was that clarifying that? Can't really remember, because I'm absolutely overjoyed for you guys, because this is just a good reading. Let's have a look at the Page of Pentacles, the Seed of Intention. The Star is born, Star Seed. It could be Star Seeds, Star Light Workers. Right, I'm not going to take all those, but I am going to take that one, because that's the one that fell up right. The Emperor, what was it talking about? The Emperor, the internal Emperor that's felt within, has to be within in order to know oneself. Okay, so now he's out, we can talk about it. Okay, guys, if you don't know, but the Emperor is open, but he's stern. So this can mean very narcissistic, but gaslighting, upside down. But this can mean also controlling. But it can mean firm in conviction, firm in wisdom, guidance, source. He rules he looks over kings and queens, but he is fair. He's fair because he's very wise and influential. He's experienced so much karma that he now is very creative too. The Emperor, it's an internal Emperor. It's only ever felt within. Can be Aries, can have Aries in your chart, or they do, or it can mean like what's happening with me, which is Aries and Jupiter. But an internal Emperor it's basically, well, okay, well, is this for my highest good? What's happening in my life? Is it for my highest good? The people that he, like, say if you look at a YouTube channel, so you could be watching YouTube channels or you have one, but when you have one, he takes on criticism, and he takes on, you'd say, for instance, you take on people screaming and yelling and all that kind of stuff, but he's very wise. He knows what's for everybody else's highest good, and he knows how to cut people out himself, cuts away the truth, cuts people out, because he knows, well, it doesn't really matter what you say, because you can't take me from my path, because it's destiny. It's my destiny, your destiny, someone's destiny. But it's an internal Emperor. He takes on criticism and he absorbs that energy like a Pisces, right? Or Cancer as well. But Pisces more, because they morph themselves. They adapt their self to their environment. And this is why Pisces are now feeling this energy, guys. If you are dealing with one, it's because of Pisces. The reason why they hold so much karma is because they have to, because they're the 12th sign that lead everybody as the first of a chain the next time. Okay, so you have Aries as the first, and then you have perpetuation of the rest. I do apologise for all that, and I do hate this going off on my shit. But see, that's an Emperor, just no, I'm concentrated on you lot, okay? And I've lost what I was saying. But it's you take on criticism because you know it's for everybody else's highest good, but you do it in the right manner. You're not nasty to people, but if people cross your path, you know how to cut them out, okay? And be extremely wise, because it's destiny. It's written. It's a star is born. But you have the Emperor and the Empress, which is the masculine and the feminine, okay? Now, if you look at this separately, if it's just you're finding your feminine if you are a masculine. So if you're a woman and you're very feminine, you're finding your masculine approach to things, where you can be the mother and the father. You may be a mother, but you're also the father of just everything. You know how to run a house, you know how to cook, clean, work, earn money, finances, and that you know how to be very caring and nurturing towards children and towards people that you love, okay? And if you are a woman, you're finding your masculine approach too, where you're also the father as being the woman, okay? Or if you're the man and you're this quality, you're realizing also more about your feminine quality, of where you can also be the mother, but you're a man. You're a man, but you can also do exactly the same. You can work, you can earn good finances, okay, good finances, because you have all everything here, because you have the Magician, which is all qualities of all star signs, and you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun and the Chariot, which is steering in great direction. So basically what I said about that, it's the same as that, because they're the same. They're face value of everything. Face value of everything. A man that can be a man and a woman and do exactly the same, and a woman that can do exactly the same as what a man can. It's reflection of the same person. So, fucking hell. Cancer. So the two best readings are Pisces and Cancer at the moment, and a few of the others were good, but I was kind of flipping out a little bit on a few things. So, and I've kind of started to rewatch those and look at those differently a little. But you've got some great cards here, so I'm going to leave it at that. So please like, share and subscribe. I'm so glad that you've got a good reading, Cancer, okay? And please like, share and subscribe, and look at some other stuff that I do have on my channel. And if there are any songs, they will be in the description for you, so please check them out. And everyone else has got songs too in their videos, so please check those out too, of your sun, moon and rising, or Venus. Okay, so please check them out. Please like, share and subscribe, and I love you guys to pieces. Peace.